wrestling fans, got a wrestling figure review for you, courtesy of Retro Adam on Twitter. And with Halloween upon us, we're taking a look at a action figure who is dressing up himself. There have been a couple of WWE crossover figures over the last couple of years. Ninja Turtles. Also, there's new Masters of the Universe WWE figures coming out. And there's also the Ghostbusters crossover. And today we're taking a look at the Ghostbusters Undertaker figure. And as a longtime wrestling fan, I'm very familiar with the Undertaker, the Phenom. And on the back of the box, we've got some nice artwork of Taker as a spirit, and also some of the other wrestlers that you can get dressed up as Ghostbusters. There's Steve Austin, John Cena, that looks like The Rock, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And he is currently trapped in this ghost trap of a package, so let's release him. Hopefully this doesn't turn out like that one time Walter Peck insisted that ghosts be released. And this is a resealable package, which is always appreciated. You can play around with the figure a little bit, and if you want, you can just place them back in the packaging. Really nice electrical effect there. And there's the dead man, the Undertaker, who includes, this is really cool. It looks like a slime version of the winged eagle belt, the classic Randy Savage Ultimate Warrior Bret Hart world title belt, and it's just ever so slightly translucent, and the gold parts have a bit of a greenish tinge to them as well. So a slime belt, which I bet this would look great on Slimer. It certainly is color coordinated with him. Unfortunately, this Spud has been hitting the buffet table at the Sedgwick a little too often, so that's not going to fit around him. But I guess you can place it on his shoulder. You can pop the... that actually fits together a lot nicer than a lot of the other Mattel world title belts. You can have him just drape it over his shoulder, like so many wrestlers do. And to be the ghost, you gotta beat the ghost. And he comes with one other accessory. It is his Undertaker flat hat, which, no danger of breaking this. It's a lot of give to it. I guess it goes this way and sits right on top of his head. This is made of a really cool material. Just like the belt, it's just ever so slightly translucent. He's not completely clear and see-through, but he, because of the level of translucence they've given him, it sort of almost has a glowing effect to it when the light hits it just right. It's got I just noticed he's got a little bit of wrist tape there on both wrists. So it is a standard Undertaker figure, just cast in this see-through plastic, and there are some paint applications here actually. So it doesn't look like there's any paint on the flesh parts. And then the singlet that he's wearing is painted a purple along with his pants, his tights. And the boots look clear as well. No paint application there. Actually, this part kind of looks like there's no paint here either, so it's got kind of a paint wash going on. But that looks really cool, and let's pop the slime belt on him, which compared to the purple that they used on him, this slime belt really pops. Like it really glows around him, and since it's adjustable, got no issues with fitting it around his waist. Pops on nice and easy. hat. Could be secured with maybe just a little bit of clear nail polish or clear canopy glue, something inside to just give it a little bit more of a grip. Yeah, that is a nice looking figure. Very, very Halloween feeling. And the thing I really want to do is get some light either beneath him or behind him to see just how much of a glow effect we can give to him. And so I got my phone here with the flashlight app enabled, and you do get some really nice light passing through there, especially in the head area. That looks really nice. Just the way it doesn't go completely through the head, but it does illuminate the edges of the hair. Goes through the body too, the arms. That's really cool. Throughout the body too. So it's nice that it's not completely see-through, because sometimes when figures are completely see-through, it's hard to see any of the details of them. This is, I think, really well done. And for an extra spooktacular view, here he is with all the lights shut off in the room, which really shows you which parts allow for the light to pass through the most. That's very cool. And with a light above him, I think the light behind him, even though it shows off some of the inner working connection points, gears and whatnot, I think that's the coolest, spookiest view of this guy. And let's take a look and see what he looks like alongside some of the other WWE Mattel figures. Here he is with the, ooh yeah, greatest of all time, the Macho Man Randy Savage. And the thing I really like about the Mattel WWE figures is that they're to scale with each other pretty much. Some wrestling figures in the past weren't always the correct height, from medium-sized wrestlers to really tall wrestlers. Undertaker is just about 7 feet tall, so you can see just how much taller he is than the Macho Man. And another wrestler just as mythic as the Undertaker, it is the Ultimate Warrior. And the Warrior was a little over 6 feet tall, so a little bit taller than Macho, but still shorter than the Undertaker. So again, I really love that one of the tallest wrestlers ever, the Undertaker, even in toy form, he's still a little bit taller than all the other figures. For articulation, it's the same as any other Mattel WWE figure, but sometimes their articulation is a little more limited than it's supposed to be because of stuff like hair. So with the long hair, it does impede a little bit of the movement, just like with Warrior. Warrior's is worse though. He's got longer flowing 80s rock star locks. Full rotation in the shoulders. They're kind of on a ball joint, so you get nice range there. You can do a ghostly double by, elbow bend, and wrist swivel. He's also got this nice wrist pivot. That's cool. Got an ab crunch, which some of the wrestlers do, some of them don't. The elites do. And you got other style like this one, which they just opted for less articulation and more of a clean look to it. The legs are also on a ball joint, so you get nice range there. You can do the Taker splits, and I love this joint right here. Gives you so much more added range in the leg, the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, so even more range than the real Undertaker had probably. And then boots left and right, and the feet should move but not much. A little bit side to side as well. So if you ain't afraid of no ghosts, check out the Mattel Elite Ghostbusters Undertaker crossover figure. Cool figure to use with your wrestling figures, or he looks great alongside your ghost figure collection. You can put him beside the Ghostbusters ghosts, a couple He-Man ghosts. You can get your hands on a custom Jaga Thundercats, Spirit of Obi-Wan. I think he goes quite nicely with all of these spooks, specters, or ghosts. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a thought in the comments spot. Big thanks to the Patreon tribe as always for contributing to the channel. Hope you all have a fun and safe Halloween this year. And until next time, Nerdmas Day.